Good morning, and how are you? It's another beautiful day. So there we go. Morning blessing time. And it looks like it's awesome out there. It rained last night, but it's fresh. It's not cold. It's just a nice little breeze that's there, and the rain apparently is going to be a rainy weekend. So how was your greeting to self today? On a rainy weekend, what it is we can do for ourselves. On a rainy weekend, we have to change some things. We have to look and say, okay, so it's not going to be a walk through the park today. It's not going to be a stroll through the neighborhood today. It's a rainy weekend. So maybe some things indoors, maybe some mind. So I greeted myself this morning with a wonderful hey you. I said, hey you, how was your sleep last night? Did you sleep good? Because sometimes you need to do that. You need to ask yourself, how was it? And it was a fabulous sleep last night. So good morning, Aman. How was your sleep? I know you've been awake a long hours and hours ahead of me. But you know, Aman, I had a really nice sleep last night. So when I woke up, I went, hello, how are you? How was your sleep last night? And, and then I felt really good. It was a nice feeling. So it was a nice morning. And of course, the important thing about today is to greet yourself. Greet yourself. You can greet yourself with a nice cup of tea. You can greet yourself by thinking you're worthy of some time alone. You can greet yourself of thinking about you. Thinking about yourself and thinking how worthy you are to have you in your life. It's so important. So every day when I wake up, I make sure I spend time with me. That time that I'm spending with me is to say, hello, how are you? How are you this morning? How are you doing today? And that is what is important. You have to do that. You have to greet yourself like it is your friend you're meeting at the airport. You are the most unique thing God made. And that's you. So when you got up this morning, say to yourself, if you haven't done it, it's still very early. Take a look if you can see a reflection. If not, think of you and say, you know what, I'm good. I'm great. I made it here today. I am in the world again today. I'm given a chance to be great. And sometimes you need to do something generous to self. Something generous to self every now and again to make you feel great. Good morning, butterfly sweetie, Loretta and Aman. Good morning, all of you. Good morning, grand and wise, rising human beings that were given an opportunity to show up for yourself this morning. You showed up for yourself. I don't mean that the morning blessing. I mean you showed up in life today. This is amazing. And that's why we start the morning to remind you to say, good night's sleep, comfortable pillow. And here I am. Here I am in the mirror brushing my teeth. And God blessed me for a set of teeth. And He blessed you with eyes and you claim them. And you feel good. You have to make yourself good. It's by blessing and accepting who you are with love. Because nobody can smile like you. Nobody's eyes has a twinkle in it like you. I saw your eye, butterfly. The night I dropped in on your life, I could see you were into it with this other human being that you would, and then I dropped in and I could see you had so much love that it was floating out of you. It was lovely to see that, and that's what we need to do. Bring up our vibration. It's when we raise our vibration, success comes to our door. Whatever we seek, we will get. But we cannot accept to sit in a low energy, in low vibration and succeed. We have to build it up. There's nothing outside of us that's going to make us feel good except we looking at the man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said. The reflection in the mirror, the person sitting in the mirror, that's who matters. Trust me, we can love our children, our husband, our spouses, our wives, our significant other, our parents, our grandparents. We have to give them love. But man, we have to love us first. Because if we do not find something inside of us that is worth loving, we will say the love we are giving to family and friends will be on the surface. Good morning, Yuko. On the surface, right? So if we do not go deep and love simple things, like I love my stomach, I love my navel, I love my ear. If we do not accept and love everything about us, how can we tell people we love them? How can we show love to others if we do not take care of the body we have? If we ignore ourselves because I am going to take care of my family, no. You will not be able to take care of your family if your house is falling apart. If you have a leaky roof, it's not comfortable. Not taking care of yourself is letting your body rot and not accepting, not doing things to enhance yourself, not doing things to make you feel healthy. How can you love others if you're not able to love us? If we cannot love ourselves, how can we love others? Tell me, people, tell me. We have to learn. We weren't taught, especially, we just weren't taught to realize we were amazing and we were worth loving. But they showed us how to love movie stars, how to be a groupie, follow the stars all over, how to mimic people that are rich and famous. Yet we have something inside of us that is so rich and famous, we are not paying attention. Those people we are pouring love on who have never set eye on us, and if we see them on TV, we jump to watch them. We are giving them the love we should give to ourselves. We are giving them the time we should give to ourselves. What are we doing? So that's why the morning blessing starts with this. Give love to you so you can give love to others. So if you tell me you love me and you care for me, and I'm looking at how you're taking care of you, I am concerned. I'm saying, how can you really feel me when you cannot feel for you? I am saying to you, we can pray and pray and pray. We need to pray. And sometimes we pray for others so much that we forget that we need a prayer for ourselves. God help me. Simple prayer. Show me what to do today. Simple prayer. What should I do in this circumstance? Single prayer. Instead of we just sitting around, not asking questions and heading on, not checking in with God and making choices and decisions that later on we turn to regret. The decisions we make today determines the life we live tomorrow. The choices we make today determines the life we live tomorrow. So we cannot walk in front of what we believe to be our God, our guidance, or whatever your universe is. So that's why you need to acknowledge you. You were created in the likeness of the God you worship. Did you know that? Or do you just believe you were just thrown together and no love is required for yourself? Is that what you believe? I don't think so. Well, then show up for you. Show up for the magnificent you. Do not save all your money and all what you own for the generation coming behind you. We should have instilled enough in them that they realize they too have to work. I am not saying you shouldn't leave legacy, but you cannot be walking in rags and choosing to sleep in a rotten, torn up pajama or nightgown because you want to make sure you have a big investment for your children and your grandchildren. What about you? Use the best nightgowns you can find, the best pajamas you can find. Think about you. We have to remember we should have instilled qualities in our children and our grandchildren so they too know how to take care of themselves. And listen to me, they are watching us. Maybe when we had our children growing up, I for sure didn't see it coming. I didn't see how much they're watching you until Kylie and Micah is around. That is the grandchildren. They mimic you. When she comes and she says, Grammy, how are you? I go, I am wonderful. And you know what she's doing? When you say to her, hi Kylie, how are you? I'm wonderful. You see what I mean? She's 2. And she's already picking up the vibration. So when you are showing up with an old shoe and then say, oh, I just throw that on me. What are you, a garbage bag? Do not throw things on you. Use the best you have. You deserve it. You worked for it. Acknowledge it. And if it makes you feel good, then do it. But don't go to bed if a pajama that is torn and you have 500 hidden in the cupboard. My mother did that. She had a suitcase for when she was sick and she went to the hospital. She never got sick to go to the hospital. She just died peacefully, right? In the 90s. So when we opened that suitcase, when we picked it up, everything just fell. Except what we were holding in our fingers. But she believed she had to have these special clothes to be at the hospital, these lovely nightgowns that were embroidered, and you should have seen them. So open that drawer and realize you're worthy. Put the best undergarments on. Don't save it for the big time. The emperor is not coming, neither is the president or the queen. So get on it and realize you are the king, you are the president, you are the emperor, empress, and you are the queen. And you deserve the best. So that's your morning, not your morning blessing. That was your morning greeting. And I got carried away, so good luck with that. I'm sorry. Guys, we just never know what's going to happen when we step out of our house in the morning. And that is why we have to be grateful before we see the day. And today is day 16th of gratitude, for 31 days of gratitude. It's funny that the greeting I was stirring up in you is telling you to take care of you. But you know what? I do not sit down and write it. It just comes. I go seeking, as I say. I will sit in silence. And when it comes, that's what I go with. Silence and stillness. And that's where I find the morning blessings. That's where I find the morning greeting. So we are on day 16, but we are on day 6 of being grateful for self. For what you're able to do, what you can do, all about you. What you're able to do for others, what you can do for self, can do for yourself, able to do, hands and fingers, toes and knees that work. Yes, we are grateful for those. So it's funny that I made you think of using what you have. You're busy wanting more, but you're not enjoying what you already have. You're not acknowledging you have a nice silk pajama sitting in the drawer that you're saving, I don't know, for Prince Charming to come on his white horse. So why are you dressing up for Prince Charming and you cannot dress up for you? Why are you doing that to yourself? So you have all these wonderful human things you paid for, all this stuff. And you just accumulate them in your drawer, in your cupboards. You have dresses with tags on or shirts you haven't worn. Why? Who is better than you? Who are you waiting for to come to give it to? I want to know. So what it is you have to do this morning is remember, you are worthy of the best. That's why the gratitude for 10 days, from the 11th to the 20th, is all about what you are able to do for self and for others. So you have to be grateful to self for thinking, to say hello, to phone, to talk to somebody. Grateful to self that self moves, hands move, knees and toes are functioning, ears and eyes are seeing and hearing. That's what gratitude to self means. So while you are busy thinking of, I am going to be grateful and for, but you're not grateful for the ability to have, the ability to remember to be grateful, the ability to remember to say hi. Like, all I'm trying to say is that do not wait until one of the parts of the body stops functioning for him to say, oh, I am so high, I cannot breathe, Tessa-Marie. I know, but no, you can breathe. So say to that breath, I'm so grateful I can breathe. You can use all of your fingers, so be grateful you can use them. Don't wait until one of them is arthritic, ridden, and say, I can't hold anything. No. Did you ever tell it how much you love it when you abused it by putting it in caustic cleaning things, or when you stuck it in hot boiling water, or when you pick something up from the stove and right? But as soon as it's not functioning, that's when you want it. That's when you realize the value of it. All of this house called the body that you live in, you cannot keep burning it down. Because it will burn down. What are you doing to keep your mental capabilities going? Are you reading something? Are you learning a new trick? Rather than say, I can't be bothered. That is not hope. That is not living for the moment. I can't be bothered. No, stop doing that. Be bothered about what your brain can do. Be bothered about what your body can feel. Be grateful for what you're able to do. So right, you kiss your husband, you hug your lover. Be grateful you can do that. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not, and I will go all the way into the bed. So don't push me there, because I will tell you what you have to be grateful for. I have a friend who is on the live right now. And one day she was speaking to me. I remember walking through my garden and she's on the phone. She never remembers the things she says to me until I push her to the brink and say, remember when you said, well, if I said, no more of this. She's talking to me and I wasn't so much into gratitude as much, but I remember distinctly telling her, because she was so shocked. I said to her, I'm so grateful for what? For good, what? I wouldn't go there because you might have a child in the room. But you know where I'm going, right? She goes, really? And I said, yes. Because it's at that moment in time, that is the best thing you're enjoying. Remember that. And do not be afraid. You were given the opportunity to have that 20 seconds. That thing isn't long at all, right? And what happens? It might go for a minute if you are completely gone loose. But be grateful that you had that opportunity to enjoy that part of you. Because one day you might not, right? That's what we would think. But we're not going to go there. We're going to stay on the ability to enjoy all the things you're able to do. That is what it is. 4 more days. 4 more days you have. Only 4 more days to really put on you. Because on the 21st, man, I have a new thing for you. So get cracking and enjoy all what your body can do for you. Enjoy what you're able to do for someone else. Tell yourself, not them. This time you're congratulating, you're being grateful for you, not for a cup of tea. For this thing called the body, the flesh, the nose, the eyes, the teeth, the tongue, the lung, the heart, the liver, the kidney, the spleen, parts of our body we do not think about. Look at the intestines, man. Look at what the kidney did this morning. Did you say, hi, kidney, thank you? No. You have to. Did you realize you went into the bathroom and you came out lighter? And did you say, thank you? I am so grateful I was able to do this. You brush your teeth yourself. Somebody said Prince Charles doesn't even put his toothpaste on his toothbrush, right? So you put your toothpaste on your toothbrush yourself and you brush your teeth. That is something to be proud of. That is something to be grateful for. Because I do not have to say any more. Because I'm sure while I'm saying that, your mind is going to all these people who cannot do all the things you're doing. And I don't want you to go there, but we will. That's human nature. But this is comparison, not gratitude. When we do that, we're comparing. So stay grateful for your capabilities. Stay grateful that you had the mind and the thought to say to the cashier that served you, that cashier, thank you very much, have a great day. Feel good that you remember to say that with your mask on your face and the only 2 things you can see is your eye. This pandemic has given us an amazing opportunity. For the first time, we truly look at each other through the seat of the soul, our eyeballs. For the first time, we cannot see the smile underneath the mask, but we can see the twinkle in the eye. We can see the dancing eye. We can also see the eye that is angry. But that is the first time we have to concentrate on the I. Don't go where you're going to go with this, where it's blind and you can't see. No. Stay there, stay. This is the first time when you look at anybody, they have to catch your eye. So when your new husband tells you that you met since the pandemic, it was your eye, you have to believe it's your eye. Because that's all that was able to be seen, right? So let us look at it from that point of view. What you're able to do for yourself, what you're capable of doing for self. I'm grateful I can move my shoulder. I'm grateful I can do this for self. I'm grateful I remembered to phone my friend. My memory was working. Be grateful for the memory that told you to do this. Be grateful that you didn't go to buy 10 pounds of lemon and put them in the stove. Be grateful you knew what to do with the lemons. Be grateful for your memory that's working. Be grateful for the heartbeat. Be grateful that you be aware as you're climbing up the stairs that you realize you're going up the stairs and you're breathing. That's what gratitude is. And if today, the 16th day of October, 2021, you've been practicing gratitude for 16 days straight, every day, and you haven't felt a difference, you need to step it up. You need to find more reasons to be grateful. You need to find more opportunities to be grateful. You need to seek purpose to be grateful. Why? What am I grateful for? Why am I grateful for this? Think. That means if you're not feeling a difference in your life today, because you've been practicing gratitude for 16 days, you need to step it up. You need to pour more seasoning on this. You need to add salt to this gratitude. You need to make this gratitude thing work harder. You need to find more purposes, reasons, and whys to be gratitude. Why? Why am I grateful for this? Because it makes me feel good. Be grateful for the voice you can hear of your own voice when you speak. Be grateful for your children that you can see, because you see them every day, or you maybe don't see them every day, but you think of them. Be grateful you have the memory to know who your child is. Be grateful you can decipher right from wrong. Be grateful you have a conscience that helps you. Be grateful you know how to love and care. Be grateful that you can send love and joy, kindness and peace, happiness and thankfulness, gratitude and appreciation to the world. And you do not know where it's going to land, but you know you can actually do it. You can do it now. You can say to your heart, please heart, send love and joy, kindness and peace, happiness and gratitude, and thankfulness and appreciation to the world. It will leave your heart like birds, and it will just fly and say, here comes world. This is what, Butterfly, Yuko, Aman, who else is there, Loretta, and anybody else that's here, and Sandra, and sending out to the world. What is going on? And Raquel, the birds are going to take that news, guys, and if I forget your name, I'm sorry. And it's going to say, this is the love that they send. Give her more reasons to send more love. Give her more reasons to feel lighter. Give her more reasons to feel more joy. Give her more reasons to want peace in all of her surrounding and kindness to others, because she's sharing it. Give her more to share. Give her more purposes and reasons to share. I have already told you that the birds of the air and the squirrel and the ants, they all take your news and your behavior to the world. An old lady said to me, that old lady, I used to write her letters to her daughters and her son in England. And she said to me, she used to call me Miss Tess. She said, Miss Tess, when you see somebody that has more than you, love them. And so I'm writing, and she always said, Miss Tess writes better letters when she's eating. That's what she always used to say. And she said to me, I said, so why? She said, you know why? Because when you say it, that you do not like somebody because they are richer than you, or they're prettier, or they have more than you, the birds is going to tell the news around the world that do not give you wealth, do not give you love, because you're envious, you're criticizing people who have it. So therefore you do not want it. She said, instead, say, good for them. Look at that. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to see they have all these blessings. That is what the lady taught me. And she was just somebody that lived in the area. And she came to my parents and said, I need somebody to write a good letter to my daughter. And when the daughter said to her, who wrote that letter? She realized, I'm coming back to Miss Tess to get it done every time she had to do that. So this is what she taught me. And I have never forgotten this. And this is why I love the Chinese proverb that says, the boat that comes from my brother will also come for me. So when you see somebody that is doing what you want to do, learn from them, enjoy them. If you have a recipe, share it, give it to them. If you know how to do something, hand it to somebody else who does not know how to do something. Because my father, Newell Shillingford, said to me, knowledge is not yours to keep. What you know, you must teach. So we have to teach others. And that's what you have to do. Be grateful you have something somebody else can take and use. And when you see the rich and the famous, smile. Because that smile says, your turn is coming. And believe that. Because the more gratitude you spread around the world, the more purposes and reasons you will have to be grateful. Gratitude has friends. Gratitude belongs to a group. That group has the law of attraction in it. Gratitude will talk to the law of attraction and say, give it to her. Give Rachel and Arita and Loretta and Yukon and Butterfly and Aman. Give them some more, because you know what? They believe in you. And that is what it is. And all of a sudden, the door will open and you will have a floodgate of prosperity, a floodgate of joy, a floodgate of relaxation, a floodgate of peace of mind. Whatever it is you desire will come to you. The more gratitude you show for this simple thing. You look at and you see a flower. You see something and it's pretty. Stop and admire it. Because you have no idea what it takes to germinate this. Because you two were a tiny sperm. You two were that egg that fought and flew to the right place. You were the millions of sperm that happened that day when you were conceived. You were the special one. You were the one that beat the odds before you became a human being, and you believing now you cannot beat the odds. When did we lose that? When did we lose that drive to succeed, knowing that we can beat the odds? When? We can beat the odds when? We beat the odds and swine up the birth channel to be here, to be conceived. There were others swimming too, but we swam the fastest and we got there first. So what has happened to us? When did we lose the will to succeed, the will to try? When did we lose it? Believing that you beat the odds, so you were the egg conceived that day. Believe you can still beat the odds because you've done it before. Sending you light and joy. Have a wonderful Saturday. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. We have 2 shows tomorrow. 8 o'clock morning blessing, because it's 31 days, Saturday and Sundays included. Here we are. And you should have a miracle to report to self. So, do not forget to fill your gratitude journal with something to be grateful for. Do not forget that. That's what the gratitude journal is all about. Write something right now in your journal. Date it. Put the time next to the date. Put your name there. So when you become rich and famous, they will remember. Somebody will pick you. You'll be the next Anne Frank. I am happy and grateful. I found what I'm supposed to do in my life today. Anything, I don't care. Just be grateful for something. Then, miracles have happened. You have to write in your book of proof. If you do not remember the book of proof, think of all the successes you had and you cannot remember them. Why? Because you did not have a book of proof. I observe the proof that the law of attraction and gratitude and God is giving me all I desire. I received this today. I felt better today. The pain I was praying about has subsided today. That's proof. So that's your book of proof. You can split your gratitude journal in two and have one side for your gratitude, one side for your proof that you observe. I am feeling so great since I started it. Claim it, write it down so more can come so you have it in your book of proof. So have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy your cup of tea. Put your feet up. Get your journal and write like you've never written before. And if you want to write about yourself, write. Put your hand to the paper. Take a pen and just write. We are all born to write. Write your thoughts down. Write your thoughts. We practice something at the Morning Blessing called the upload and the download. In November, we'll go over it again, so you remember. So today, if it's cold, it's wet, make a cup of tea and give yourself 15 minutes of peace. Just 15 minutes. Sit down and say, I'm going to just write my thoughts down. And use a blue ink pen. And if you have goals and aspirations that you're working on, write them down. It's important. Write them down every day. Write them down 3 times a day. Write them down. What you write down must happen. How many of you here have never seen the movie The 10 Commandments? You should go look at it. I learned something valuable in that movie. When Pharaoh said to Moses, they have to build the same amount of bricks, now that you've come and disturbed the apple cart of my life with my slaves, they're going to have to produce the same amount of bricks. But this time, they will have to go get the straw. Before that, the straw was being done by another set of slaves. But now he said, you, the brick builders, will have to go gather the straw, then come back and build the same amount of bricks you used to build when you didn't gather the straw. He made it more difficult. But he wanted it to make sure it happened. As I said to you, the universe and God just will give you what you think of and what you ask for. So use that as a very good, bad example. Whatever you write down, because he said to the scribe, so let it be written, so let it be done. That's what he said. When I say that to this day, I still shiver. Because I am living proof of what you write down, you must receive. So get pen, not in the little gadget called the phone or those devices. Feel the energy from your hands, your shoulder, your chest, right from here to there. And write it down. Whatever you write down will happen. So let it be written. So let it be done. That is your decree when you're writing it down. You're writing down your goals, your desires, your aspirations, which we are going to do for the next 11 days, starting on the 21st. And that is going to be how you're going to learn. So start thinking about them. Write down your goals and write them hard. Press the blue pen into the paper. Feel the energy. Raise the vibration. Give it something to do. And you put it at the top of the page. So let it be written. So let it be done. Bye. This is my 10th bye. Have fun. Take care, guys. Thank you for coming. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you today. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.